Lions, Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Freeman again. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 36. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Baldwin goes in motion right. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd down following the run. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished 2nd. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought, was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl, you were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 40, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Well, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
On the handoff, it's Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Into the secondary again. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? Is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. In motion right is Jones. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 minutes minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Freeman. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He had to go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 when he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more. Here's they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
A running play for Rawls. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Desmond Trufant. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he is knocked down from the side near the 25. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third down and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Third down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Ryan. Now he's forced out left. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. you already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 20. Yard line. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Counterplay, Rawls. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Seven yards to go on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Grady Jarrett able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Third down at 8 now. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. This is Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now he's flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw on 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Fresh set of downs here. Going left, it's Freeman. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's Ryan to throw. Flush to his right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
First down, this is Rawls. And he'll take this forward. Only a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And here's Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Rawls looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Ryan wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up second down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.